birthday, Daddy. Love you. Mwah.
Because I wanted to help my mother, number one. I mean, she worked hard, came home and cooked food, our clothes, and I wanted to help her. And I wanted to be the good son who helped his mother. I really wanted to do that. So I always had some kind of job. As Minister Farrakhan's brother Alvin said to me one day, he said, man, if you were working for the king of Saudi Arabia, you would have some side action going. In other words, he's paying you all this money, but you still got some side action going. So I never forget in '63, we had a bazaar and I got some books, some Holy Qurans, and I started selling Qurans. I got them from Dr. Samam. But that was my motive, and I always had a job. Always had. One aspect is that after I got out of the military, I went to butcher school and I was a butcher, cutting meat. Matter of fact, the day that Kennedy was killed, I was coming out of my class. I'll never forget it because I came out of my class cutting meat, and a white woman ran. She said, "Did you hear? The president was just killed." She was crying, and I said, "What is she talking about?" And she was saying that John F. Kennedy was killed. And so I was a butcher, the minister in '72. The minister wanted to hire me to work with him full time. And so I quit. No. Well, what happened was Yusuf Shah asked me to manage the restaurant. And it was a hard decision for me. And, they say, you got the ability, so, and we need a good manager for the restaurant. So I wrote a letter to Nabisco. The chairman of Nabisco at that time was Bickmore, Mormons. And he was the chair of Nabisco. And I wrote him a letter and told him that I was going to quit to take up a job with my religious group. That's all I said. And so I left, started managing a restaurant. One day the minister comes through there and he said, because I was in the ministry class, I was in Malcolm's ministry class. See, all of that I skipped over all of that. And the minister said, and we were meeting in the Bronx because the mosque had been burnt down and so forth. We were meeting in the Bronx mosque. That's where McKinley was the assistant secretary. And he said, how would you like to open up for me Sunday? He said, I'd like to get you back in the ministry. And I said, sure, Brother Minister, I'd be honored to open up for you. So when that Sunday came, I came to the restaurant. I had to get everything set up because our biggest days on Sunday, all the believers would come there to eat after the mosque meeting. And so I got everything set up, brother, the soup and all the food, because we had a standard menu, lamb legs, what do they call them?
Lamb shanks?
Lamb shanks. We had lamb shanks, fish, we had a standard menu. So I got everything set up and got the brothers, who wait the tables, because you waited tables and you brought the food to them, So Shah rolls in. Shah is over all of this. Yusuf Shah rolls in. He looks me up and down. He said, where you going? Because I got my FY uniform on. I said, Brother Captain Minister Farrakhan asked me if I would open up for him today, and I agreed to open up. He said, open up for him. He said that, well, you can't do both things for me. Either you're going to manage the restaurant, that's your bread and butter to feed your family, or you're going to get back in the ministry. You got to make your mind up what you're going to do. And brother, it was one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make in my life, because I wanted to teach, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad heard one of my tapes. I had I had spoken before the minister something, and he was telling not Ali was at the table that night. He said, well, this brother speaks good. He's got a real penetrating voice. And once I heard that from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I really wanted to teach.